I actually had a teacher, one of my other favorite teachers in high school, who was mega super ultra based. He was my English teacher for a few years because I didn't just have him for English. I had him for like literature and like a poetry class too, because he was one of those teachers that like had like multiple different umbrella subjects that he taught. And he was a very peculiar person. He was really into like punk rock music and like indie bands and shit. But just like he was like an older kind of boomer dude who was like, he had like a family and shit. But he had like the demeanor of like a Zoomer in a way. But Zoomers weren't really like a thing at the time. He was kind of a shit poster. He was kind of a big troll. And he was really, really fucking nice and like a really good teacher. He was one of those teachers that like, he's so passionate about what he's teaching that it just makes you want to be passionate about it too. And I was already like really into like creative writing and like literature and shit. English was one of my favorite classes to take back in the day. English and like writing, anything with like writing, I was super into. And I remember I like wrote like a poem or something, and I was really embarrassed, and like I've never really like shown like a teacher like a really like personal poem before, but he was like a fucking hype man and just like hyped me up and was like, bro, like you have to submit this to this like creative writing contest thing and it'll be published in a book if you win. And I was like, no, I can't do that, like this isn't even good. It was like, no bro, just do it bro, it's good as hell. And he like would even like point out like parts of it that sounded really cool or like things that he liked about it, and like give me like really like helpful feedback on like writing and stuff. And because of that teacher, I submitted that poem and it won, and it did get published in that book. And I took that book home with so much pride. It was so nice, man. I'm not crying. Teachers like that like push you to do your best and like accomplish things that like at the moment you don't know if you're, I don't know if you even have the capacity to, like you don't really have much like confidence in your abilities, but they just hype you up and I don't know, give you the push that you need to succeed. Like teachers that care so much. There's like a lot of shitty teachers. A lot of my math teachers were just assholes, and I think that's part of why I hate math so much. Like I have like the formative trauma memory that a lot of people have, is just like just not liking math, having like a bad math teacher, and then who else fucking took their math homework home and had to ask their dad to help them with it? Because like it's usually the dad that's like the math guy. I don't know if it's like a sexist thing or what, but like my dad, okay, there was a reason I went to my dad, because he was an engineer, so it wasn't me being sexist. My mom was shit at math too. I would like ask her and she'd be like, fuck if I know, go ask your dad. Who else would like has this formative memory of sitting at the kitchen table with your dad helping you with your math homework and just fucking crying because he gets so impatient and is just like, how the fuck do you not understand this? What the fuck? Just like loses his patience over time, like trying to like explain a simple math concept to you. Too real. How do so many people have that same fucking memory? Why is that such like that thing in like the dad memory where he asks you to like hold a flashlight while he's fixing something and gets like progressively more pissed off because you're not holding it in the right way? And just immediately just like yanks it out of your hand and is just like, fuck it, I'll do it myself. My dad would always say like, if you want it done right, do it yourself. And I'll never forget the day I turned that around on him and I instantly regretted it for the rest of my life. I was a really like shy, introverted kid, and I did not want to rock the boat too much with my parents. So I tried to be on their good side as much as I can. I tried not to give them sass. There were days where I was a sassy fuck, and I had attitude with my parents, as most kids did, but for the most part I tried to be on their good side. But one day I got wise. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was the surge of hormones or something. But I remember I was like sweeping the floor doing one of my chores that I had on my list. And my dad came home from work in a pissed off mood, like dads usually do. You hear the garage door opening up and you hear that the dad car coming in and you're like, oh no. Like you instinctively like feel like, oh god. I better get up off the family computer and start looking like I'm being productive. Like time to go pretend to do more chores, even though I already finished my chores for the day. But I know if my dad walks in here in a pissed off mood while I'm on the family computer, he's gonna be even more pissed off and tell me to do something anyway. What the fuck are you doing on the computer? Go get a job. Go, I don't know, go rinse off the turkey breast in the fridge, or go organize the spice cabinet. You lazy motherfucker. Damn. Why did we all have the same childhood? I don't know. I think it's just like a cycle of parents learning these things and just never stopping. Yeah, go cook dinner in reverse and then cook it again. Go make dinner and eat it and then shit it out and cook the shit. One day, I was like grumpily doing some chores as my dad came home in a pissed off mood. And he like looked at what I was doing and was like, just like grumbling like, oh, what the fuck are you doing? Like you're not even doing it right. And I looked up at him and I said, if you want it done right, do it yourself, Dad. And then I got my ass beat. G fucking G. G, bro. That is a death wish. That was like if you could take a picture of me in that moment before I opened up my mouth like in slow motion to say that, that would be like top 10 pictures taken before disaster. I was done. That's the moment she knew that she fucked up. Yeah, that was the one moment like I thought like I should stand up for myself. You know what? I'm tired of sweeping the floor. I don't give a crap. I've been listening to a little too much Green Day that day, I think. It got me too fired up. I was staring at my Green Day poster on the wall. Just thinking like of all the punk rock lyrics that I would write. How much I hate my parents. And then she left on the floor for 8 more hours. Yeah. Yeah, bro, I said that shit. I got grounded from the family computer for like 3 days. And I wasn't able to update my MySpace for a very long time. I was so upset. I had so many MySpace selfies to upload. So many MySpace mirror selfies. I had to... Ah, God, I wanted to add many more songs to my fucking, like, the playlist that would show up on your homepage whenever people would click on it to show people how good my music taste was. Yeah, I had to update my top 8. What was your longest grounding? Let me think. I want to say... like a month? A month, I think. Mine was a month too. The time you stayed out all night? No, I got grounded for like a week that time. When I got caught coming back in after sneaking out. Fuck, man. That was like all the times that I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna be a good kid anymore. I'm gonna be rebellious. Every time that I did shit like that, I got caught and I instantly regretted it. And it made me into a huge pussy. But it's probably for the best. I respect authority now. I know how to fall in line. The nail that sticks up gets hammered down. I just never got caught. Well, see, I was a very dumb, clumsy idiot. And I still am. Fuck authority. Anarchy!